guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amber. I did the Disney College program in the spring of 2018. Seems like so far away, but it was like literally last spring. It was such a good experience, and like it really made me see Disney a different way. Like I had just gone twice before I got into the program, like, you know, just as a guest, and like it made me love Disney even more than like I already did, like, you know, growing up watching movies and such. But doing the program, it just, you know, changed everything. Technically I did two programs. I did the spring and then I extended into the summer, but for spring I worked at Be Our Guest. So I am going to tell you guys what it was like working at the famous Be Our Guest castle. So when I got this as like my location, I was confused because I was like, is this a quick service, you know, location? Like I thought like it was like a dine-in, and I really didn't think, because like, when I first went to Disney, we didn't like go to Be Our Guest, and I kind of like it wasn't like on my radar. So like I was real surprised when I got it, but then I was really excited because I love Beauty and the Beast. So when I got it, I was, oh my gosh, I was literally so excited. I have my video of that. If you want to watch it, it'll be up here. It's like, okay, what am I gonna wear? So like I searched like the costume and everything, and it's like this, you have to wear like this long white like pirate type shirt, like with like the ruffles like on the sleeves and everything. I don't know if I ever took a picture of me in my costume. If I can find a picture, I'll put it on here. And we had a nickname. We were called the Eggplants, and it was really cute, but it was really annoying. But you know, I was indoors all the time, so like we had these, you know, the long white sleeve shirts, and then we had this purple vest, and then we had these like loafer pants, I think that's what they call them. They go to like down to your knee. And then we had these long white socks, and then we had like dress shoes. But the good thing about quick service, like if you get quick service as your role, they provide your shoes. That's how it was for me, and I'm pretty sure that's how it is for everybody. So like if you got quick service, you don't have to buy your shoes, because they want you to have slip resistant shoes, and then they also want them to tie into, you know, like the look of whatever location you're working at. So when I first got to for training, my trainer, oh, I love her so much. If you're watching this, Christine, I love you and I miss you so much, and I hope to see you if I get into the alumni program this summer. So when we first started training, it was 4 days of training, I think. You had to learn how to open a beverage station, and then also like man it throughout the day, because there were 3 rooms and each room had a beverage station. And for Bev 1 and Bev 3, those weren't as busy, so like you could do other stuff besides the beverage station. But for Bev 2, that's where you were like the whole time. Like you could not like really, like you could go get something, but you had to be right back, because like that's where everybody goes. And it's like each beverage station, it like, you know, the room that they're in, you would think that they would get their drinks in whatever room they sit in, but everyone, they'll get their drinks first, they'll go to Bev 2. And so like you are literally making coffee every 5 minutes, changing the soda machines, changing the orange juice. Breakfast was really busy. Like lunch was busy too, but like especially like during breakfast, you'd be making coffee, like I said, every 5 minutes. As a CP, you don't really open a lot. Like I picked up shifts to open, but I never got scheduled to open. You're a CP, but it's like another, you know, acronym for it is closing program, and that's like literally all you do. You just close. And the good thing about Be Our Guest is we're open from 8 to 4 o'clock. They stop, what is it? They stop letting people in around 3 o'clock, and then like you have like an hour to get ready for, you know, dinner. So like I would always be out by 4 o'clock, which was amazing. And like it really worked with school. So I was really glad that I got kind of like, you know, set schedule when I worked there. So like I didn't know that going into it, so it was amazing. Have to like know how to open and like man a beverage station. And then they have these filler carts that like you go into the kitchen and then it opens up like this. They don't train you on all the positions all at once, but like Expo gives you the food, and then you have your little slip of like everything, you check the food, and then you take it out to the table. And you know, we get these questions all the time. I keep on saying we, I don't work there anymore. When I worked there, we got all these questions. Oh, wait, how did you find us? Wait, is that my food? Like literally questions about how I found them. And my answer, like I changed my answer a lot. But it was always like, you are in the enchanted castle. Lumiere told me where you were. You know, I used to be a dish, so like I can still talk to the dishes and they told me where you were. Just like, you know, doing what I'm supposed to do, because we're not supposed to come out and tell them how we really found them. If you know how we really find you, good, but like don't spoil it for everyone else. I had this dad who I kept on, you know, telling him the answer that I'm supposed to tell him, and he's like, no, really, how did you find us? And like he got kind of like, you know, aggressive with me, and I'm like, I'm just trying to do my job. And like literally his kid was sitting right next to him, and like I'm not gonna ruin the magic for your kid. Like, so like finally he was like, okay, whatever. There was another position, it was called Blue Diamond, and literally there's this diamond right before the study, like where you order your food. You just stood there and told people you can sit wherever you like, and then you can get your beverages. So like, you know, Bed 2 isn't like hammered with a bunch of people like who just ordered their food. Like they can go find their table and then get their drinks in whatever room, you know, they're in. So that position was very easy. The next one, the title was Silver Stalker, and this one basically just stocked stuff. So you would stock like napkins, cups, lids, straws, refill like the ketchup stuff. My least favorite role was busing. You know, these are all my opinions, like none of Disney's, all my opinions, but busing, it wasn't my favorite. So like busing, you know, it's self-explanatory. Self-explanatory? Yeah, I think I said that right. You just bus the tables after the guests leave. But my friend, she was on restricted duty for a little bit because she hurt her ankle, and I think Pinocchio's Village House. And she said they do it so differently. They just have trays, you know, put everything on the trays, throw everything in the trash, like they have like paper plates and all that stuff, and you know, to put the tray on top of the trash can. You know, super easy. For Be Our Guest, we pushed this giant like rectangle cart around. You had 3 bins. One of your bins was like trash, one of your bins was like plates, and then you put like your we recycled our cups and then like other stuff, whatever needed to be recycled, and like your bowls and silverware you put on top of the cart, and then you'd put your plates in one of the bins. And then the most disgusting part was leftover food, because you know they spent all this money to, you know, eat here and eat this food, and then they usually don't eat it. So you know, you have all this leftover food, and then I have to, you know, scrape it off into a bucket and then look at it, all the food together, and then dump it into a trash can that they like, I don't know what they did with it. I think it's like compost or something like that. They recycled it, whatever. But it was the most disgusting. I almost like gagged a couple times. And then like busing is really hard on your back because you're like, you know, carrying whatever pounds worth of dishes, and like you're like constantly like bent over, like, you know, washing the tables off. So it wasn't my favorite. There was this one time that I was busing for, I was busing like all day, like that's all I did, and I wasn't busing all day. I like got hot all of a sudden and I felt like I was gonna pass out, and so like they handled it very well. They got me some water and I was like off stage for a little bit, like just trying to, you know, make sure I was okay. There were positions that we learned at the end of February. There was monitor was like the top banana in the study where everyone ordered. They put like people at like the kiosk stations, like where you order your food. Like there were times that, because you have to have like, there are some positions where you have like an earpiece, so like if we don't have like enough tables for everybody, they'll kind of like slow down the study. So there was kiosk 1 and 2, and you just helped everyone, like if they had questions about ordering. What else? And then you had the outside roles, which were my favorite because like that was the only time I got to see the sun. There were Q1 and Q2. Q1 was at the very front, like just before you get into the castle. There you kind of like held the line on the bridge. So like if there's ever a line on the bridge, it's because we're very congested inside the castle, so they hold the line there. So like there's, you know, people can still come out of the castle. So like there you just wait for the person in the castle. Like usually there's, you know, cash register person there, or like someone else that they let you know like if there's room, you know, in the line for more people. And at the end of the bridge there's Q2, and there you just, you know, stop people if they don't have a reservation, or like if you pre-ordered your food you would go to the left side of the bridge. So you would just say, okay, if you pre-ordered, go to the left side. If you know, if they have their menus, that means they have checked in already. So then they would go to the right side of the bridge. And the last position that you did, which is my favorite, and whenever I got it I was so excited, was arrival. And here you just, you know, checked people in, made sure they had a reservation. If they didn't have a reservation, if there was any like availability, like if we had any cancellations, any room in the castle we could allow walk-in, which didn't always happen all the time, but I loved when it did because it made people so excited. And there was one time I got to make a magical moment for somebody, and they like had tried to get reservations. They weren't able to get any reservations. So like it was, I think, family of 5, and it was like just a little bit of availability. Usually if we have any walk-ins it's like a family of 2 or a family of 3, but like I was able to get them in, and it was like, that's their faces, they were so excited, and it was amazing. Be Our Guest was so magical, and I really missed it when I, you know, transferred to attractions. And I miss all the people. I miss my trainer, Krista Lee. If I get into the summer alumni program, I want to visit everybody because I miss them so much. Like, I miss my best friend Katie. If you're watching, I miss you. Like, for Be Our Guest, we had a nickname. We were called the Boggers, so like, you know, Be Our Guest, Bogger. It was such a good experience, and like the only thing that made me want to transfer roles is because I wanted attractions to, you know, start with, but that I didn't get it. So that's why I transferred roles, was just because I was curious about like working in attraction. And I'm so glad I did, because the job I have now is I work at a zoo and we have rides there. So working attractions just that summer like really, you know, opened doors for me. So it was a real good time. I wouldn't change like the first location that I got. Like, it was amazing. The hours were great. You know, the work was hard, but like any job that you do for the college program is going to be hard work, because you're like at the bottom of the food chain. So you have like your full-time people, then you have your part-time people, and then you have your seasonal people, and then you have the CPs. So like literally you get all the shifts that people don't want. If you want time off, like it's, you know, not guaranteed. Like I tried to get time off for Jagathon last year, and like it said it was approved and everything, and then they scheduled me. So like I had to, they ended up giving me those days off, but like it was the pain. So yeah, I can't wait to hopefully one day be part-time, full-time, and you know, just work at Disney for the rest of my life, because literally I'd be so content if that happened. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm so sorry I sound like crap. Like I'm just getting over a cold or something. I don't know what it was. I'm really excited for videos that are coming out in 2019. I have some DCP videos that I've been wanting to do for a while. This really cool series that I want to do. I just don't know when I'm going to do it this year. I'm really excited for that series. It's going to be really fun. And then I have some other videos that I want to do. Like I want to do what it was like working at the ride that I got, which was Journey into Imagination. And then, you know, just some other videos that I've been wanting to do for a while since after my DCP. And then I have some really exciting videos that are gonna start, I think in 2 weeks, because I am doing a scuba diving class for like, you know, just for fun, and I do get to end up getting certified. But I'm so excited. I have a GoPro, so I'm going to be filming the whole class, and like, oh, I'm so excited, and I'm excited for you guys to see those videos and all the videos that come out in 2019. And I want to thank you guys so much. I hit 150 subscribers. I think it's 51 right now. But I want to thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!